Well, hello folks. I think that's everything set up now. It certainly says that it is gone live, so hopefully you can all hear me okay. Welcome to the Singing for Scotland live stream. This is the very first one. I'd like to say a huge thanks to Francis for asking me to join the group and for asking me to get involved and sing along. And thank you very much to John and Colin, who have been doing a little bit of promotion for this stuff. And you're in for a treat tonight because you've got Martin on after me, and then you've got Pete Scally on to finish us up, the headliner for the night. Now, I'm noticing that there's a few folks seem to be logging in, so that's good. We're up to, I've got a few viewers in. If anyone wants to make any comments, just to make sure that you can hear things okay. I'm not quite sure. It's always good to have somebody just to make the first comment to say that we can hear you loud and clear. Anyway, I'm going to start you off with a song that I learned from the Corries. I'm not quite sure who wrote it. I'm not sure if it's one of theirs. There's certainly one Roy Williamson song that I will be doing. But this is a wee song called Scotland Will Flourish. And it is very much an underplayed song in the independence movement. Hiya Colin, thanks for letting me know, Chief, and Yvonne as well. Thank you very much for letting me know you can hear me. Scotland will flourish by the sweat of our labour, the strength of our will and the force of our mind. Forget the old battles, those days are over. Hatred corrupts and friendships refine. Let the Scots be a nation that's proud of their heritage, with an eye to the future and a heart to forgive. And let us be rid of those bigots and fools who will not let Scotland live and let live. Let us govern our nation wisely and fairly. Let each man and woman work with a will. And Scotland will flourish, secure in the knowledge that we reap our own harvest and ring our own till. And let us be known for our kind hospitality, a hand that is openly offered to friends. Working people, proud and unbending, Scotland will thrive and win out in the end. And let us be known for our kind hospitality, a hand that is openly offered to friends. A hard-working people, proud and unbending, Scotland will thrive and win out in the end. Scotland will thrive. So that's the first wee song that I'm doing for tonight. It's a song called Scotland Will Flourish. I have to admit, like, it was all a bit manic getting things set up here because I've got this lovely wee setup that I use and I'm singing straight into the laptop, and I've got a wee light that sits there, and it doesn't take long to set up. Okay, but I do require a USB cable, and it's one of those mini USB, not micro USB or USB-C, and we have two of them in the house. And one of them disappeared. So I was all a bit freaking out and stuff like that about getting things set up, and that meant I didn't have enough time to upload the lyrics. However, the next one that I'm going to do is Dawning of the Day, which is the Roy Williamson song. Pardon me. And the lyrics for that are somewhere on the site. I can't remember where I posted them. I think it might be in the event. Colin might help me out if he can remember where I put them. I think I put them on the event. So if you want to sing along with this one, you can feel free. And this has always been one of my favourite Corrie songs. As I said, it was written by Roy Williamson, and I remember hearing it for the first time when I was probably about 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that. And it was on that they did a BBC TV show back in the early 80s, and this is one of the songs that just stuck in my head. I just thought it was brilliant. stormy waters, when fish were aplenty, we ploughed the wild heath until it bloomed like a rose. Built the great ships that sailed on the oceans, we've toiled underground, nature's treasures exposed. We have travelled the world, we've known kings, we've known princes, discourses with scholars, we've reasoned with fools. Oh, we've served with distinction on in through the ages, but still in our homeland the foreigner rules. Oh, we'll fight for what is right, and the dawning of the day when we'll rise again to win our claim for Scottish destiny. As the badger, when danger is threatening, in the cunning and the guile that the fox calls his own. With reason that guides your way streams in their coursing, but as stubborn as the headland that stands all alone. We can laugh, we the devil, no one can laugh louder, while waiting we the willow, when our hearts sorely pressed. Gentle and prickly as we're on downy thistle, we can work with the hardest and play with the best. Oh, we'll fight for what is right, and the dawning of the day when we'll rise again to win our claim for Scottish destiny. Her land it is owned by the faceless investor, our fish and our farming no longer our own. Our industry ruined, our assets are squandered, our souls are in hock and our children in pawn. But it's no use in thinking that it's too late for changing, no use in thinking that it's not up to you. You can teach, you can learn, and to change things be willing, for you are your country is you. Oh, we'll fight for what is right, and the dawning of the day when we'll rise again to win our claim for Scottish destiny. Too long have we blamed the foreign oppressors, too long have we hoped for our heroes' return. We've raised all our banners in poem and in legend, we've rested on laurels that turned into thorns. But to dwell on past glory for the cost of invention, it is squander the gifts that our forefathers gave. So take strength from the past and declare your intention to turn this dear land back to Scotland the brave. Oh, we'll fight for what is right, and the dawning of the day when we'll rise again to win our claim for Scottish destiny. Oh, Caledonia, we are your sons, and will again be free. There we go. So that was Dawning of the Day, which is a song by Roy Williamson. As I say, I think that was really underplayed. I have just noticed that there are more comments coming through, but my thing is not automatically streaming. So, hiya Sharon, hiya Richard, Jude, Margaret, Diane, Collins up again, Sharon, Martin, Lynn, Aileen. Thank you very much for making some comments. As I say, I just noticed there. It seems to be working now. I must have just had it pressed up at the top and it wasn't moving down. So apologies for that, for not saying hello to people. Yeah, so that's a really underplayed song. Right, I'm going to get bashed on because we've only got a few minutes, and I wanted to do at least one drum song. I hadn't really planned on doing a drum song, but I think you would probably enjoy it. So I'm going to do the Jim McLean song, Stirling Brig. So there's been a lot of chat on the page about Jim McLean and his songs. Now he has some cracking tunes which are which would be great for the independence movement, you know. So I know that a few of them have been discussed already. So, but this is one called Stirling Brig. Yaddle dum da, yaddle dee dilly dum, yaddle dum dee da, yaddle dum dee dilly dum, yaddle dum da, yaddle dum dilly dum, yaddle dum dee da, yaddle dum dee dilly dum. Down by Stirling Brig, the wall is lying hiding as the English host pay the suitcase idle out the river Forth. Between them both was roaring, rumbling at the side, or the brig is Stirling. Gave a shout out, his men come running, stop the English host on the brig is Stirling. Cressingham turned round, the brig was small when turning, but he cut him down on the brig is Stirling. Yaddle dum da, yaddle dee dilly dum, yaddle dum dee da, yaddle dum dee dilly dum, yaddle dum da, yaddle dum dilly dum, yaddle dum dee da, yaddle dum dee dilly dum. He was wild, couldn't he for the river, wished we all his might that the brig was bigger than he feared the ball. Loud the man was cursing, he'd lost all his men, and the brig is Stirling. Yaddle dum da, yaddle dee dilly dum, yaddle dum dee da, yaddle dum dee dilly dum, yaddle dum da, yaddle dum dilly dum, yaddle dum dee da, yaddle dum dee dilly dum, yaddle dum da. Oh, I like a dead stop like that. I'm just going to have a wee drink. So I've noticed, and I'm sure a lot of the other singers that are out there that aren't doing as many gigs and stuff, like I don't play much around the house because I've got a son, so there never seems to be a good time because it's always bedtime or bath time or dinner time or something. So the old voice it really kind of struggles to warm up. So funnily enough, it normally warms up after about 20 minutes. Right, so I'm going to play one of my own songs now. So this one isn't really for the indie movement. I mean, it is about kind of how the fishing industry has been let down by successive governments and its effect on the skipper and his family. I'm almost trying to play with the buttons to turn up my guitar, but I know that doesn't work. You saw the crimson glow, sailor's warning in the morning. You've seen it all before. Seas are raging and winds are screaming. When the skies are black as death and the cold stings your face and the wind that steals your breath and you're thrown about the deck, wish you could hide below. It's a storm. Fighter, but bruised and battered. But you've seen it all before. Your crew is raging can't pay them. So you fight for days at sea, but the government says no. For the long-term good, they say, the fish stocks are too low. But you swear you'll soldier on into the storm. Now your wife, she heard the news. There's trouble waiting for you returning. But you've seen it all before. She's a raging and screaming. No, she doesn't understand. And their eyes, they sting with tears. And their hand, it stings your face. And you wish that you weren't here. You'd rather be on deck in the storm. In the storm. In the storm. So that was the song Storm. That's one of my own ones that I wrote a good while ago. Thanks very much for comments from Lorraine and Jude. So I'm glad the daughter's enjoying it as well. My son's downstairs watching a bit of what's that, 7 Worlds, 1 Planet or something like that. Thanks, Graham. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. And Lauren, good to hear from you. So hope you and the family are all well. Right, so I am going to finish up now. So time has got to that point. So I'm going to do one last song. And it is a song called The Old Divide and Rule, written by Alistair Hewlett. Now, he originally played it in a punk band, and it's still a bit punky the way that I do it. I've not done this one for ages. But yeah, so this one, it's actually about pretty much about sectarianism, but it's something that we in the independence movement really need to think about, because if people seem to be arguing a lot, so we need to kind of stop that. We need to stop being divided and focus on the prize. Right, anyway, I'm going to get on with it, or I'm going to be late for logging off. Now all my life I've lived beside the waters that they call the Clyde. I've built the ships and watched them gliding by the real laws. So just to work in wind and rain, labour for another's gain. Know your place and don't complain, that's a Richmond law, sir. When I was younger, every Irish Scotland's heroes fought and died to keep the nation fortified against the English crown. So Scots were heavy, well it's black by clerics, fancy were misled, fought amongst themselves instead by a purple down, sir. And the Billy Boys were marching in the sash the fathers wore. The day they slew the Fenian Grey 300 years before. The gentry gave a smile and left their glasses to John Bill. What keeps them all in poverty with the old divide and rule? The pipes they play, the drums they beat, and head of flame in Cobble Street, the sullen tramp and march and beat display the call to arms. In the fear were Callan Grace, brothers arms, they brothers raised. Trust the name of God, we pray and smoke and burn and fire, sir. And the Billy Boys were marching in the sash their fathers wore. The day they slew the Fenian Grey 300 years before. The gentry gave a smile and left their glasses to John Bill. What keeps us all in poverty with the old divide and rule? I've seen the day when tyranny is passed away. Honest work for honest pay becomes the right of all. As for gents, all for two, Protestant and Catholic too. Every share and every hue safe within four walls, sir. And the Billy Boy in Fenian
together make a stand, and raise the flag of workers proud all across the land. Declare it in the factory, the office and the school. We'll put an end to poverty and the old divide, the old divide, the old divide and rule.
Well, thanks very much, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will leave you to Martin's capable hands now. Thank you very much, folks, and I will speak to you later.